Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Michael and we're going to be getting right back into some more Reddit stories. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's begin. This story was posted by a user named Flaky Artist in the AITAH subreddit. The post is titled, "I'm considering postponing my wedding after I saw how my fiance talks about me in his group chat. Hi everyone, I hope you can give me some insight and help with this situation. I and my soon-to-be husband have been together since we were both 17. He was my first everything. First boyfriend, first kiss. He took my virginity, literally my first for everything. He proposed after I graduated from nursing school and I've never been happier. I know everyone says this, but there have literally been zero problems and zero red flags. I wanted to play this game he has on his iPad because I've become borderline addicted to it. As I was playing it, I saw a text from his group chat pop up. I ignored it, then another came up with one of his friends saying I'd marry a BJQ. I got confused, so I decided to open it. This group chat is only men, and some are my childhood friends too. We hang out with these people multiple times a week. My fiance sent a pros and cons list about me. I copied it, sent it to myself, and deleted the evidence. Here's the list. Pros: sexually eager and blowjobs whenever I want, big tits, big ass, big thighs, and a flat stomach, doesn't let herself become frumpy and ugly, funny and smart, good cook and baker. Cons: has a lot of animals, doesn't always keep our place clean, laughs too loudly, vulgar and crude, has bad breath in the mornings, and spends too much time at the gym. Is the list that bad? It made my stomach drop, and I've just felt this impending dread ever since discovering it. The cons aren't that bad, but it feels so objectifying with the pros list. And as I scrolled up and read more, it got worse. He talked to them about how he thinks I lied about being a virgin when we met because I'm too eager in wanting to try too many things. And he even bragged about how he has a folder on his phone of videos and photos of me and us. Everybody dared him to send it, but he said no. However, how can I be sure he didn't send it anyway and delete the evidence? He even talked about how there was a week he tested to see how many blowjobs he could get out of me by simply asking for them and decided to stop because he started to feel bad. There was more, but I couldn't write it out. I feel so gross and sad. I talk about him in a completely different way. It feels like he only sees me as a sex object and I see him as my other half. I've opted out of friend hangouts and have distanced myself from him. He's noticed and has been trying to find out what's wrong, but I'm not even ready to tell him. I want to postpone our wedding until we can figure this out or if it's even salvageable. Am I overreacting? Please, any and all advice is welcomed. Update. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who gave me their advice and input, and also thank you to my friend for letting me post on her Reddit account. I have never even used Reddit, so this whole experience has been wild. She suggested I use it because she uses it and told me she got a lot of great legal advice as well as emotional support. So again, thank you all. Anyway, my soon-to-be ex left for a work-related trip and won't be returning until the 7th. I decided to go through his iPad even more, and the things I found were absolutely appalling. I couldn't even believe I considered staying. You all opened my eyes, and what I found really solidified it. I searched the group chat more. They didn't talk about me a whole lot, but every time they did, it was so degrading and wildly inappropriate. I found out it was my STBX who coined me as BJQ, and I was right. He has sent videos of me. It was just videos of me performing oral sex, but still, I wanted those to stay between us. I also found his X and Reddit account. It's nothing but gangbang and cuck fetish porn featuring one girl and multiple men. I don't want to read too much into that, but with how everything is falling apart, I'm scared he was going to try to share me with the men in this group chat. Which, yes, I am open-minded, but I am firm on no threesomes and no sharing of any sort. He knows this. I also found out he calls me Butterface. He constantly complains that I don't lean into my femininity and dress more girly. He said he hates my tattoos and piercings and said they're excessive. There's so much more, and I'm just devastated. I don't even know where to begin. I don't want to tell my family because I'm so humiliated and sad. Should I collect evidence from his iPad and take it to a lawyer? Should I start moving out while he's away? I'm just so lost right now. Thank you to everybody who helped open my eyes. Pow Chimmy said, the way I just know that absolute piece of waste is going to try and blame her and make her think she's overreacting. Throwaway Ray Ray said, "There are a couple of options as I see it. There may be legal pathways for the sharing without consent, but they likely will humiliate the OP further and prolong this, thereby re-victimizing her. She can't stop the friends from saving the images, but given she has access to the cloud, she can wipe them from the cloud and newly deleted folders to really erase them. Make sure to check for hidden folders. If images were sent to the friends on WhatsApp, I think there's also a remove for everyone function on content there, so that may be viable to scrub them from the chat. The OP should safely get themselves out of the living situation immediately after wiping the images. After that, I would approach the friends and let them know they're disgusting perverts. If it is a crime where they are, they better delete it, and if the OP hears of it again, they'll hear from a lawyer. Wipe every one of these people. They're not friends. The OP should have a think about who in their life is not connected to this, is kind and not judgmental, and go to them for some emotional support." This second post was made in the same subreddit by a user named Palette of Emotions. The post is titled, "I exposed an influencer to her family after she demanded a free painting and $200 on top of that. She threatened to tell her followers not to buy from me if I refused. My mom's goddaughter, let's call her Jen, asked me to do a painting for her because she saw I did one for a mutual friend. Let's call her Anna. Jen wanted the painting as a gift for her father, who is a retired photographer. Here's the thing, Anna paid me for the painting and everything went smoothly. She posted a picture of the painting with her mom as she was gifting it to her. Well, Jen saw that painting and became interested in one for her father. The problem is, she wanted me to do it for free. She said she would advertise it on her Instagram and tell her fans to buy from me in exchange for the painting. I told her no, as I am not in a great financial spot right now and I cannot afford to do something for free. She wanted a custom-sized canvas, which is not commonly found in stores. I would either have to have it made myself or try to find it online for a reasonable price. I explained this to her, but she still didn't understand. She said I already had the materials on hand and that she didn't think art materials were that expensive. She accused me of being greedy and not having a vision for business, claiming that her exposure would be more valuable than my art. She also said she wanted me to pay her $200 on top of the free painting, arguing that with her help I would make so much money and companies pay her to review things. She pointed out that every creative artist or individual, including her father, did free work at the beginning. Everything went downhill when she noticed I wasn't replying, and she started talking down to me because I was let go from the military. She said I had failed at everything, including that, and that she was giving me the option to succeed and make my parents proud. Since I wasn't replying, she called my mom to complain that I didn't want to do a free painting for her. As I mentioned, she's my mom's goddaughter, and my mom seems to have a preference for her. Mom called me back and demanded I do the painting for free. I became enraged. Jen's words about my parents not being proud of me stuck in my head. So I decided to draw a 2-second sketch and told her that was her free painting and to leave me alone. She became really angry and threatened to post on her socials, telling her followers not to buy from me and to ruin my art career. I've received a few phone calls from my mom, which I haven't answered, and some hate messages from what I assume are her followers. Am I the asshole for exposing her text to her family? Update. Hi everyone, just wanted to give a quick update. I did tell her dad about it. We had a brief talk and he told me she's been acting out due to problems in her relationship. He also mentioned that she has been battling alcohol and substance abuse, which has made her more prone to picking fights. She has had recurrent issues with family and friends complaining to him about it. He said it was his fault for always giving her what she wanted and for raising her spoiled. Either way, he assured me that he was going to talk to her and ask her never to contact me again. He also asked me not to tell her boyfriend about it, as they are on the brink of separation. Her attitude toward others is one of the reasons they are having problems. Her dad is a sweetheart and he's currently going through dialysis. I told him it's fine as long as she never contacts me or my family again. As for my mother, I've never gotten along with her, so I've blocked her for now. I'm not sure if it'll be forever, but I'm trying to find peace. For those who asked me to expose her publicly, I am not going to do that. That was never my plan. I never said I would. I only said I would expose her to her family. I appreciate all of the support I've received and those who have reached out to check on me. You all are great. I would appreciate it if you guys didn't DM me asking for usernames or if you are a news reporter. I really don't care, and I'm not here to get clout, as some say. I just wanted to know if I'd be in the wrong, and I got my verdict. This might not be the update you all were wanting, but that's the only one I have for now. Dryad Duaneth said, "This is unfair to the boyfriend. He deserves to know she is doing this, and I think if he did, he would not want to be her boyfriend anymore." To this user, Adam Skeeter said, "Agreed. The dad is a piece of work for that. I feel bad for the boyfriend who is staying in the relationship, probably thinking she's improving when it's just that her behavior is being hidden from him. If her dad realizes that her being spoiled is part of the problem, he needs to realize he's doing her no favors by trying to minimize the consequences of her actions. My account was banned," said, "The OP should definitely tell the boyfriend what kind of person he's with. She was the victim of that idiot's harassment. Why should the OP have to worry about the fallout of her own actions? She should also share screenshots of her conversation with her mother, showing the rest of her family what kind of support she is receiving from her." Aquatic Stoner said, "Wow, how gross. And poor boyfriend being kept completely in the dark about her actions. The dad knows full well that this is breakup behavior. I was thinking for a minute how great the dad was being about all this, and then I read that and got the ick. I hope the OP doesn't talk to any of them anymore and just lives peacefully with her art." This third post was also made in the AITA subreddit by a user named Course Tasty. The post is titled AITA for suing my brother over a family heirloom he gave to his fiancée. I come from a family where heirlooms mean a lot. Our grandmother left us an antique diamond necklace that has been passed down for generations to the first daughter in the family. Since I'm the only daughter of this generation, it was supposed to come to me. My brother claimed that grandma told him in private that it should go to him instead because he's the most responsible. I didn't want to cause drama, so I let it go, even though it felt unfair. Last week, I saw on social media that my brother gave the necklace to his fiancée as an engagement gift. She posted a picture wearing it with the caption, "Feeling like royalty with my new family heirloom." I confronted my brother and reminded him that the necklace was meant to stay in the family. He said, "She is family now, don't be petty." When I asked for it back, he refused, saying it would ruin their engagement. I decided to take legal action to get the necklace back. Now, my brother is furious and calling me selfish. My parents think I'm overreacting, but some extended family members are on my side, saying he never had the right to give it away. His fiancée even messaged me, calling me a jealous drama queen and telling me to find my own man to buy me jewelry. The whole thing has caused a family feud, and now my brother and his fiancée are threatening to uninvite me from the wedding. Am I the asshole for taking this to court over a necklace that was supposed to be mine? Update. Wow, I wasn't expecting this much attention on my post. Thank you to everyone who shared their thoughts and advice. I wanted to give an update because things have escalated and there's some new context. First, I talked to my parents about the situation. It turns out my brother didn't just take the necklace. He convinced my dad that grandma told him it was meant for him because she thought a man would be more responsible. My dad, trying to avoid conflict, handed it over without asking questions. So no, my dad didn't intentionally give it to him. It was manipulation. I also reached out to other family members who remember grandma's clear wishes that the necklace was supposed to go to the first daughter. They're willing to back me up if this goes to court. My dad has also agreed to speak on my behalf in court, clarifying that he never meant to give the necklace away permanently. As for the legal side, I've consulted with my lawyer who thinks I do have a case. Since there's no will, it all comes down to proving that the necklace was meant to stay in the maternal line. It's tricky, but I feel more confident now knowing I have some family members on my side. My brother and his fiancée, however, have doubled down. They've accused me of being jealous, and his fiancée posted another passive-aggressive picture on social media wearing the necklace, captioning it, "Some things just find their rightful home." It's honestly infuriating. At this point, I'm committed to fighting for the necklace even if it causes more tension in the family. I'll keep you updated if there are any major developments. Thieving Willow said, "This is deeply unfortunate if true, but if grandma died intestate, the belongings probably passed to the father as next of kin. He could then give them to his son, a distant cousin, Michelle Obama, or the local humane society. If that's the case, the affair of the diamond necklace won't resolve in her favor. This is why you really need an actual will." To this user, Tyre Cannell said, "The court does not arbitrate what is fair, right, moral, or best. The court determines what is lawful. Wills exist for a reason. Good luck to her and to everyone else. Write and update your will." Sapper Blog said, "Yeah, this is at least partly on grandma, who needed to be a lot clearer about who got what. My grandma avoided this drama by giving the heirlooms to the grandkids directly while she was still alive. I ended up with Grandpa's 125-year-old gold signet ring, which irked some of my cousins, but they can't do anything about it since I received it years before she passed. Boff said how sad that she still thinks her dad didn't intentionally give the necklace to her brother. Her father was foolish enough to believe that his mother would have broken tradition and given it to a man. There's a reason it goes to women in the family. It's so it stays with their bloodline. Frankly, that dead weight should have long been sold, and the money inherited by all the children of the original possessor, unless the other children received heirlooms of similar value. Otherwise, it's all utterly unfair, and we all suppose she doesn't have any aunts from that grandmother's side. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and thank you also to partner of the channel, GamerSupps. Use code DLAM to support the channel and get 10% off of your purchase, link in the description. I'm sure many of you like me have a hankering for daily caffeine, so go check them out. Lately, I've been a big fan of Titty Milk and Acid Rain, but they've got dozens of other flavors for y'all to try out. Anyway, thanks again for reaching the end, and I hope you all have an amazing passage of the next 24 hours.